Smell me like a Hellcat.
Hey guys, this is Matt, the EmeraldAvenger, and in today's video we have a lot to discuss, so let's get right into it. First of all, the PTR has just been updated, which I might do a separate video on it later depending on how much gets added to it. Basically, Reaper can now cast his Shadow Step while in air, and he becomes invisible, not invincible, just invisible on the exiting part of it. So he now has the ability to actually use it as an in-combat relocation ability. And also, Junkrat's projectile speed has been increased from 20 to 25. I'm not even sure what that means, but that's that. Onward to our next item. There was an apparent leak for the 2019 Archives event, which some are saying is a past Talon mission featuring Sombra, Doomfist, Moira, and Baptiste. And these two leaks, one I see is more believable than the other, shows those four's icons. It'd be Sombra and Doomfist Talon skin, as well as what is assumed to be Baptiste's Talon skin and Moira's original Talon skin, really close to the one that we actually saw in her origin video. Now the other leak looks more like the modern Baptiste and the modern Moira, which is why I think that's less believable. I think that one was created just to prove how easy it would be to fake this, but I'm not 100% sure. Now I do have a couple predictions about this upcoming event. I do believe it's going to be a Talon mission. Now, what the storyline is going to be, I have no idea. I have some assumptions, and maybe it's Talon trying to extract Widowmaker, trying to actually abduct her or something, or maybe it's Talon planting Widowmaker back. I really don't know. I mean, we do have two healers and then two very different DPS. Both dive, in a sense, infiltration, flanker DPSs, but I don't see a lot of synergy, so it has to be a mission that takes advantage of each of their strengths. Maybe getting to sections where it sends all of them off on 4 separate paths to do 4 separate objectives. Something like that would be really cool, though I honestly have absolutely no idea where this is going. In other news, as y'all might have seen, Baptiste is live, as well as a new season was live a couple weeks ago, maybe last week. I haven't really played a lot of that. I might live stream the rest of my placement matches whenever I can get my friend to get on with me, since he is just now level 25. We'll see how well those go. But Baptiste is now live, and he should go to competitive play maybe next Tuesday, maybe a little later. I'm not 100% sure what the delay is. It's like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm pretty sure is what it usually is. But since this is a little late compared to when I was originally wanting to post this video, I've just been so busy and unable to actually do this. I had originally thought, since teasers were really sparse, I think we had like 1 actual teaser before Baptiste was released, I had the thought, what if we're going to get a double hero release, or 2 heroes really close together? Which, I mean, most of the people in the Overwatch community would have loved that to happen, because we want more heroes. We wish that Overwatch could achieve something like Rainbow Six and pump out 8 operators a year, 2 per season. I mean, granted, their seasons are longer. They only have 4 seasons per year, but... or 4 operations per season, which a season is a year. Yeah, I said that wrong. But they still pump out 8 operators a year, which I really wish Overwatch could get to that point, though they are an indie company, it's probably not going to happen. But I do want to kind of bend into some speculation on what the next hero could be. It is most likely going to be a tank. Now, is it going to be a Talon tank? Who knows? I really wish it would become a Talon tank. And I have so many ideas of Talon tanks. So many other content creators also have ideas for Talon tanks, like Blame the Controller with his Brute concept, which is basically the Juggernaut heavy weapon guy from the Retribution event. Either Your Overwatch or Overwatch Central, one of those channels, came out with a character named Juggernaut, which is exactly what it was from the Retribution. Then you get Master Ian Gamer, who came up with a character based off the Fireback from StarCraft named Phoenix as a Talon tank. And there's probably more. I will probably link all of them or just show up all the videos somehow in the video itself, just to go to them. I mean, there's so many ideas. Or TGN's concepts-esque thing for Sanjay, which At this point, I have no idea. I feel like there's a chance that we could get Sanjay next as a talent tank. An even smaller chance that we're going to get Antonio, or whatever his name was, even though he died. Overwatch does have the occasional somebody who's dead getting resurrected, like Ana, Soldier 76, Reaper. Literally half the central characters in the Overwatch universe were dead at some point, but are now back alive. I could also see them bringing in an entirely new character, actually, like they did with almost every character that we've gotten besides Doomfist, really. Like, every other character wasn't known in canon until they were released. Doomfist was the only one mentioned, and he was just mentioned. Like, he wasn't even really intended to be a character. It's just a name for a big bad guy that they dropped at the beginning of the game's existence. I mean, that's all he originally was. But there's also the possibility that they could do double support launch, which it's a little less likely, but it doesn't mean it won't happen. They could add Maximilian in, which I could see him as being either a DPS or a support. Honestly, I feel like he could possibly be a utility support, maybe providing some... I would say this for every single utility support, some sort of anti-heal ability, because we need not entire anti-heal, but some sort of anti-heal. Like, again, Blame the Controller had a character concept named Ares, which, with one of its abilities, I believe it's called Sunder, it literally launches itself into the enemy team, but whenever it impacts, leaves like a 25% anti-heal, which, full anti-heal, I think Ana deals with that, but if like you could do a area of effects area, as like Maximilian just drops down like a little pylon thing or a little beacon that around it anti-heals enemies for like 15%, 25% anti-heal as long as they're in the radius, and then gives a heal bonus to allies, something like that, anything like that. I could do so many hero concepts on potential Talon characters because I feel like they're going to eventually add a Talon tank. I'm not sure when. I really hope it's next. I mean, I don't know what they could do. I mean, they're not going to add another support. I doubt they're going to do another DPS because we're clearly lacking in the tank. We're clearly lacking in shield. We need another shield tank. Which, I mean, Blame the Controller came up with a shield tank. It was Ares. Then TGN came up with the Sanjay concept, which was a indirect shield tank with its passive. I believe its passive was a shield or shield generator. And then also, I mean, Master Ian Gamer came up with a shield generator concept for Sanjay as well. Actually, I think I'm pretty sure I've crossed the two over into just one character in my mind, which, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I guess anything works at this point because we don't know. We really don't know what we're getting next. I would love to see. It'd be a really, really weird situation, but I would love to see the next character actually be like introduced in the Archives event, but not be a playable character. Like it's introduced, like the character model and everything. What I originally thought was Retribution. I thought the next character was going to be Antonio, a Talon tank, but it wasn't. I feel like it'd be funny is like if the actual Retribution or Archives 2019 event is Talon and you actually are capturing Widowmaker, but then at the end of the mission you meet up with like Maximilian at the ship or something. That would actually be really cool. I would actually love that a lot if that happened. Which also brings up the possibility, what if the Archives 2019 is a Baptiste solo mission? Now, it's a multiplayer based game. I understand that, but I would love a single-player campaign-style mode that you could play as Baptiste. I know I'm kind of just rambling around with different subjects. I'll try to do some time marking in the description to actually give you an idea of where stuff is going to be located. But I would love it to be a solo mission where he's actually standing solo against a bunch of Talon operatives. I think we could actually go to Haiti or somewhere, or Cuba, is that where the map is that was added to Numbani, the airport section, like the brochure is to, I think Cuba, I think it was Cuba. Like he's hiding out in Cuba, and all of a sudden he gets attacked by a bunch of talent options, and maybe it introduces the next character there. Maybe the next character is like the boss you fight at the end, but then lo and behold, like the next character within like 2.5 months from now, 3 months, yeah, so 3.5 months from now. I wish it was 2.5. I could actually do more theorizing on that. But anything like that, I wish Blizzard would do stuff like that, where they would put stuff ahead. I mean, I know that they do. They don't introduce a character in the canon just on a whim. Every character they've introduced, they have a reason. I do believe Junkrat Queen and Maximilian are both coming soon. Maybe the next 2 characters maybe are Junkrat Queen and Maximilian. They don't do anything accidentally, so they could do something like that. I mean, that's why I thought Antonio was going to become a character that could be played as, but then they killed him. Like, I made that comment in my video on that. One of my first videos, like, they freaking killed this character, this Talon tank. They killed him within like 30 seconds of existing. They could do so much. They could introduce the next character as like a boss. Like, it's a prototype version, so of course it's not the final version that we'll get, but it's an idea of what we'll get. And I think if they took that approach, it would create a lot of hype around the event. Like, this event should be hyped up anyway because it's lore progression, but I don't know. I mean, there's been rumors that we might not be even getting a new mission this year around, which would be really disappointing. I would absolutely hate if Blizzard did that, because this is the one time of year for them to go all out. Them to go all out with the story. And honestly, they should just give us skins for the mission. Don't give us any other skins. Give us like a handful of skins that pertain to the mission itself. One for each of the characters, or one for each of the enemies, and give that to a existing character, something like that. And just focus on the mission. I don't care about skins. I could care less about skins. I can't afford to buy all the skins. I would love it if they would just stop making skins and make the mission more involved, more vast. I wish we could get missions permanently, but we don't get that. Going on to getting missions permanently, this is kind of adding in, since we do get all the archives missions during the anniversary. The archives, whenever it had another leak on the official page, that I'm pretty sure was an intentional leak, it showed the dates. It's starting like April 16th and ending May 6th. Let me pull up a calendar real quick. Yeah, starting like the 16th of April and ending the 6th of May, which we wouldn't expect it to slip in and leak in to May. We would expect it to be like, well, starting the 9th or something and ending on the 30th, so it's all season April. But instead it's a week later than it was last year, which has been leading a bunch of people, including myself, to believe that maybe the anniversary event isn't going to be underplayed, but it's going to become something different. It's going to become more of a celebration of the anniversary, not an entire event of itself. And we might be getting another event after that, because they've been saying for, I think, the past year and a half that they have stuff planned for they do have stuff planned for the next year. They have big stuff that's in the works. What if they're giving us another event between anniversary and summer games? What if they're giving us 2 lore missions? I highly doubt it, but that'd be really cool. Or what if they're gonna have a hero exploration event? Or, I mean, they could do so much with another event if they underplay, though not actually underplay, have it its own thing. The anniversary is its own thing where it brings back all the other events, but have it as just that. It just brings back everything for like 3-4 weeks, a month about, and then immediately, or with 2-week delay, 1-week delay, go into another event, go into some other event. I mean, if they do that, I'm of course more than satisfied, because that means that we are getting more content. We're getting the content that we have been expecting for so long. They've been promising for so long, but they haven't been giving us. I mean, they hired a new story person, not a new story director, but like a new lead writer outside of Michael Chu. I'm not sure what you would call her position. I believe it's a her. But she has had stuff in the works. There's stuff that has been in the works that we have no information on. That Maybe that's what. Maybe that's why they're doing this. That's why they're delaying this event and then maybe rushing into the anniversary. It is for that. But who knows? Who knows? I would love a roadmap of what they're planning. I would really love one. But I mean, they don't want to promise something that it never happened because then the community get mad. I understand that. I completely understand that. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Do go down in the comment section and tell me what you think about each of these topics I discussed. What do you think the next Archives event is going to be? What do you think the next hero is going to be? Do you think that any of the leaks that we saw, the original leak that had Ancora and Doomfist, and then the other two like Ivon, do you think those characters are ever going to come? Or do you think that is truly just a false leak? Let's have this discussion in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Matt, the Emerald Avenger. Peace out.